Okay. Good. Praise the Lord, everyone. Good. I am Renee Klier, and I thank God for this day. I thank God also for the opportunity to be in front of you today. Amen. With my testimony, I have to come from the Word also. It was by the Word that kept me going. Amen. I am actually a 3-time breast cancer survivor. Amen. I had to Father God. Thank you, Lord. The first time I encountered cancer, I was 30 years old. So don't go by the date, your birth date, because you need to know your own body as women and as men. You need to know your body. You need to know if anything is different from your body, if it changes from day to day. Because none of us know our destiny. We don't know what God is going to use or do with our physical body to reach the spirit man. You understand what I just said? You never know what God is going to use through your physical body to get to the spirit man. We got to understand that. We have to understand that this is just flesh. This is going to go away, but your spirit will remain. So go on this quick journey with me. We're gonna turn to Jeremiah chapter 30 verse 17. See, the first time I got cancer, as you all are getting to that scripture, Jeremiah 30:17, I had to do a self-check. Now, mind you, I come from a family history of molestation, rape, domestic violence. So to touch yourself as a young woman, you just didn't do that because it was a perversion. But yet I bypassed all that when I got this little card that showed me how to check myself while I was in the shower. I bypassed all the childhood scares and the childhood things that I had went through as a survivor of incest and rape and domestic violence. So at 30 years old, I found lumps in my breast. I didn't know, really. I was in the military at the time, and I went to the doctor. They're like, "You're too young." I'm like, no, I got a family history. They're like, "Okay, we're going to check." So they gave me the mammogram, and sure enough, there was 2 lumps in my left and 1 in my right. So they're like, "What do you want to do?" I'm like, "Well, you tell me, you're a doctor. You tell me what to do." So I didn't know any better then. I didn't seek in the Word, and I did not seek in research. So I had what they called a lumpectomy, where they removed the lumps and any cancerous tissue around it. Then, when I was 36, it came back. This time, 2 lumps to the right and 1 in the left. I said, these things need to make up their mind what they're going to do. Okay, get together. So again, I went through another lumpectomy and went through chemo and radiation. I had very naturally beautiful hair. I worshiped my hair. I ain't gonna lie, I worshiped it. It was really nice. You know, I come from a diverse background, so I had beautiful hair. I ain't need no perm, I ain't nothing. It was nice. But it was all gone. It was coming down in clumps. I was 35 years old. So, went on through that. I see all these older people, and they're just like, "Baby," this one woman said, "Baby, you're going to make it. You're going to live a long life. God got something for you." But that next day, I tried suicide. I had the scars on my wrists to show you. I did die. I lost so much blood, but it was God that brought me back. By the use of the machine, of course, but it was God that brought me back. I came back and I saw this Caucasian woman. She said, "It is not your time. You're going to live a long life." Was I trying to hear that? No. But I surely heard God, and that's when I got into ministry, for real. Then I got cancer again, this 3rd time. I'll be 45 tomorrow. So I was 42. It'll be 2 years in May that I've had the surgery. So I went to the doctor and I said, female doctor, I said, you know, I'm not getting cut in no more. I'm not taking radiation or chemotherapy anymore. She's like, well, what you gonna do? I gave her a list of 30 herbs that I found right here in the Word. People like, that's the Old Testament. I said, well, I don't know if you live in the Old and New, but I know I live by Jesus. And Jesus was then, in the beginning, the middle, and he is the now. I said, so you can keep battling back and forth, church folk, with the old and new and this and that. I just know the Word. I just know the Word. And I know what Scripture says. So I changed my eating habits. I'm in health and wellness. I'm a physical trainer. I changed everything. Because it made sense to me. His Word makes sense. Why God said in the Old Testament not to eat certain things, it makes sense. Why are we still defiling our body? Can I go there? Yes. Okay, so why are we keep defiling our body knowing we're not going to be doing what we're doing, eating what we're supposed to eat? Everybody's like, well, I pray over my food. Really? Yeah. Okay, that's good. Pray your food, yeah. But if you know better, you're supposed to what? Do better. All right, that's all I got to say on that. So I had a double blade called, I was at stage 4 cancer this time. The first time I was second on stage 2. The second time I was at stage 3. This last time I was stage 4. Refusing chemo radiation. They had me go through therapy and all this other stuff. And ain't nothing wrong with me. So I took these different 30 herbs by the direction of God. I fasted for 3 days. And I was explaining to the young man, God will tell you which fast to do just for you. So I fasted for 3 days. I fasted from people, the phone, and anything negative. I stayed away from a lot of folks. It's not just about food or water and candy and whatever. It can be anything that you put above God. Sometimes we put people above God. Hello? Or take people's problems before God. You know what I'm saying? As a pastor, as a leader. No, God say leave them alone. Leave them alone. I don't know who that goes to, but take it. Okay. So I had the double mastectomy with reconstruction. And I didn't have my mother come from Virginia. My family's in Virginia. My 2 sisters came. And the one sister, is my heart rate? Is my heartbeat? Okay, I'm going to say, ooh, goodness. My 2 sisters came, and the one sister that did come was the sister whose ex-husband raped me when I was 13. 13 years old, I had an abortion. I didn't know better. I went to this woman, drunk something, baby was gone. We all heard those stories, right? Okay. So, but I didn't realize that she was holding so much inside. So if God used this time for cancer to bring my sister back to me and bring us back together and bring her back to him, so be it. So be it. I woke up to both my sisters there. We had a family history, terrible family history. And I thank God that now my sisters and I are very close. I'm the baby of the family. So I say that to say this. You never know how God is going to use a situation to turn things around. So when people are like, oh, I'm so sorry. What you sorry about? I'm fine. I'm sorry for you. I'm sorry for you. Because I don't mind being that vessel. We sing the song, Lord, use me. Yeah, you better be careful what you ask for. Let's keep it 100. Let's be real about it. You know what you're asking. Truly know what you're asking. And when I got saved for real, I mean for real, I realized that who I am is who I am. I can't conform to people or to traditions, the traditions that are conforming this earth. I have what they call a Peter spirit. I will cut you and pray that Jesus is next to you to heal you. That's funny, but it's true. That's how I am. Because every pastor need a Peter and a Paul. Everybody need one of those in the church. And somebody got to cut somebody. But it's cut with the word, you know what I mean? But then I realized I started reading and getting, researching. I have the Deborah spirit, Deborah. I'm a soldier. I was born a fighter. I've always been a fighter. I always fought. So when I got cancer this 3rd time and I refused chemo and radiation, I did everything natural. I did my herbs, I did my teas, I did my detoxing. I fasted. Whatever God showed me. And it's very unconventional when God tells you to do stuff, i.e. Noah. Right? So people think that was for the then, but it's for the now too. Yes. God might tell pastor to just come up here in some socks and a suit. You might have a pink pair and a purple pair. Don't say nothing. You don't know what that means. Sound crazy, but it might happen. You know what I mean? We just don't know. You never know how he's going to use a situation or use something. It might be somebody that had a dream about pink socks that if that pastor come in with pink socks on, I'm going to get saved. You don't know. We don't know what nobody's prayer is.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? You don't know.
That's good. That's good.
So let's get to Jeremiah chapter 30, verse 17. This scripture right here, when I say, I got 3 of them. This one right here, on my second day of fasting, it came so clear to me. You know, Jeremiah was the weeping prophet.
Yes.
And, you know, I'm going to say this. I'm going to publicly say this because he's recording it. I'm going to publicly say it again. I know who I am, and I know my position in my office in God's kingdom.
Praise God. Praise God.
And as a prophet of God, prophet is how you want to label it. We all human. We all people. I'm just saying we people. In the spirit realm. Okay? When this word came to me so clear, and I thought about Jeremiah and how I take people's things inside, because, you know, as a physical trainer, I'm a personal trainer. I have to get personal with people. I have to get to the root of why they do the things they do and why they eat the way they eat. And, you know, I have to get to that. And I be crying for them. I'm like, I'm tired of crying like God for people that don't want to listen to me. Now, the money's good, but I get tired of crying for them at night. So I said, God, you got to show me something. How this 3rd time in cancer is going to help continue elevating you and take me to my next level of ministry. This is what the word says. Jeremiah 30:17. For I will restore health to you and heal you of your wounds, says the Lord. This is what I love. Because they called you an outcast. How many of y'all been called an outcast? Amen. I don't know anybody I've been called one all my life. Something right with her. He said, saying, this is Zion. No one seeks her. I didn't get it. I'm like, huh? You know how God leave you hanging sometimes? Yeah. So then he tells me the next day. I'm on the next day. I'm like, oh my goodness. The next day. Let's turn to, where am I at? We're going to take a travel. Let's turn to 2 Corinthians chapter 5. No, sorry, chapter 4. No, am I going chapter 5? Yes, I am. He got me chapter 5. Chapter 5. No, I'm sorry. Go back to chapter 4. I got 2 different things he gave me. Chapter 4, verse 16 through 18.